The special guest of this video is Jeremy. Yes, Jeremy.
Jeremy the squirrel.
Jeremy the squirrel. So today, me and this guy are going to teach you the basics of each style of not martial arts, kata. Yeah, kata.
I'll be doing Ishinru, and he'll be doing Taekwondo.
Now, we go to a mixed martial arts dojo. We both know a lot about each of them, but I perform at tournaments with the Taekwondo kata, and he does a Ishinru karate. So, yep, let's get into the video. Oh, the main stances that you're going to see in Taekwondo are these front stances, and then back stances, which are slightly different. There is some middle stances, and then there is some, never mind, those are the three. But, so, I'll show you how to do them. So the first one is a front stance. So, what you want to do, you want to get out, make sure this knee's bent and strong. Jeremy's talking to Molly. Go get a shot of this. It's live action.
Where is he? Live action.
Live action, Jeremy.
Look, it's live action of Jeremy.
Jeremy, live action.
Live action of Jeremy.
So, what I was saying, you need your front leg bent. Like this, and you want, how you know it's bent enough, forward and bent, is you won't be able to see your toes over it. And then your back leg's gonna be straight with all toes pointing forward. Like this. Okay, so the next one is a back stance. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know why it's called a back stance. The front stance, you know, you're bent with the front leg, but don't ask me why. Anyway, it's like the front stance, like this, but then you bend this back knee and turn both your toes to make a letter L. So, probably to you like a 7 to you. Backwards 7, I don't know. But, anyway, you want to get this, you want to get your hips underneath you, and then make sure your knees are bent. You don't want to be like this, because that's not back stance. You need to keep your knees bent. Same goes for the front stance. The last stance is a middle stance, which is pretty straightforward. It's just it's pretty straightforward. It's both your feet should be aligned, and you just take them out about at this width. Make sure all toes are pointing forward. Bend your knees, put your hips underneath you. There you go. That's a middle stance.
Alright, so for Ishinru, the main stances are the walking stance and the cat stance. And sometimes there's back stances and middle stances. But he already taught him, so I don't have to teach him again. So, for a walking stance, put your feet about shoulder width apart. So, with your feet, you want them like measured up with your body, and you want your toes touching your heel. So they'd be like this. Step it out, and bend your knees. Alright, now for the cat stance. So, the first foot is just normal here. Bend your knee, bend this knee, and then go up on the ball of your foot. You want it about, I don't know, maybe your heel's like an inch from your leg, maybe. Molly's trying to attack you. What is happening?
Sorry, we had technical difficulties because of Jeremy and Molly, so go.
Okay, so I was here. So you're gonna bend this knee too. So there's about maybe an inch, 2 inches from your heel to, I guess, your ankle on the other side. You're gonna bend both knees. And that's pretty much it for the cat stance.
So the next thing we're going to teach you guys is where to put your hands on your hips or body or whatever. So, yeah. For Taekwondo, you want palms up and fists and right here on your hips. Good. Front stance, back stance, middle stance. Everything. Just keep them on your hips with your palms facing up.
Alright, for Ishinru, your hands are pretty much the same. Instead of here, they're just, your palms are facing together, but they're on your hips, so like this.
Okay, so one last thing before we get to the moves, like the punches and kicks you'll see in it. Taekwondo is a very flashy type of kata and martial art. It has a lot of flashy kicks, punches, and like in your thing, you'll have good flashy punches. The punches you're going to see in Taekwondo katas are these drill punches. So if it's like this, it goes from your belt, turns all the way over. Like this. Comes from your belt, strong. Good, strong punches. Now, the kicks in Taekwondo, mainly they're front snap kicks, round, and then you'll see some side kicks. So, now go watch our other video on basic kicks, how to do them, because that's basically all you needed to know about them. But in Taekwondo, you have these like side kicks, so then you have to land into a front stance. That's a hard thing to get down though. So Taekwondo has a lot of kick transitions into big stances. So yeah. Now that's all the basics basically for Taekwondo.
Alright, so the basic punches for Ishinryu. And Ishinryu is more of like a type of like technique. You're not trying to, it's more of like a crisp moves and strong moves than flashy moves in Ishinryu. Alright, so the basic punches for Ishinryu are piston punches. Piston punches are, so you're not drilling like this, you're facing your hand, so from here, facing your hand just straight from where you're at, about to be like center line, about where your chest width, maybe a little lower, and you want them to be more crisp than the other ones. So you want them to be more strong. Alright, so the kicks, normally, the kicks, not always, but a lot of the times, the kicks come from the rolling block, which I'll teach you after this part. So, what you would do is you do the rolling block, which I'll teach you in just a second, and then the most common kicks are snap kicks, and maybe, rarely there are side blade kicks, which side blade kicks are, so you're going to bend your foot like this, kick it out to the side, not like a side kick, but like kind of like kick it out to the angle, not like a side kick. Bring it out to the angle. Yes.
Now, one of the main blocks you'll see in Taekwondo katas are these big circle, I guess open hand. Open hand. This big circle block, like into a front stance. It can be open hand, backward open hand, sometimes like fist pointed forward, or at you. Those are some of the main ones. And then you have the drag bars, which are these, which are kind of a variation of that, but it's also different. You use both hands in it. And what the opposite hand is doing from you blocking is just what you want to do with your opposite hand on the drag guards. Open on your hip. Like this. But with the circles, you want your fist to come back to your fist. Now, there's the two main blocks of Taekwondo. Let's get to the Ishinryu.
Alright, now for the blocks for Ishinryu. The two main blocks are an outer forearm block like this. So your palm is facing to, so if with my right hand, it's facing to the left. With my left hand, my palm will be facing to the right. And you want this about, what I've been taught is you want about like maybe like a golf ball right here, about the length. And then you want same thing on the other side. Alright, and then there's also low blocks. So low block is just blocking low, same thing, your palm is facing to the left or to the right. So you want your arm just straight. Same thing about like maybe a tennis ball right under your armpit for length.
For those of you who don't know what the low block is for, it looks silly. It would be if I come in, if he comes in with a round kick, low block. That's what it's used for, just so you guys know.
Yeah. And kind of the same thing for the middle block. Middle block would be a hook or maybe a high round. So, and also for the blocks, the outer forearm block, you'd step into a walking stance. So the foot that's in front is your arm that's up too. Same thing on the other side. And most of the time, same for the low blocks. Alright, for the last block is the rolling block that I said off the kicks. So, rolling block, sometimes they tell you to go like this, bring your hands out, bring them in, and this hand will land on your hip. This one will also, I guess, but the palm is facing up. This one is facing toward your hip. So, what you're doing is you're just kind of sliding up, bring your hands up, and then sliding. You're gonna bring your arm to your hip and into the cat stance, like I told you. So what it looks like fast is this. And you wanna, sometimes for more flashy, you can almost like hit yourself with it, so it sounds like this. Well, maybe if
I'm gonna try it.
If I had a gi on, it would work.
Everybody quiet. Well, hold on. Yeah.
Well, if I had a gi
It
on,
hurts,
would
but
sound,
yeah.
If I had a gi on, it would sound more. So, and like this video if you want us to teach Taekwondo kata and an Ishirin kata.
To teach a full kata. And subscribe for more martial arts content and tutorials.